When you start up the question bank, you will need to insert the username and password you have allocated. You must then select Subject Management, where you can set up the question bank structure and headings as required. You can then create a new subheading and select the level and type this heading will be inserted into. Further subheadings can be added to the original subheading you have just created. You can then rename the level by highlighting the level and selecting New Level as shown. You may also remove levels following the same procedure as you would for adding a level, but you must ensure that there are no questions contained within the level being deleted. A message box will then appear asking you to confirm that you want to remove the selected level. Select Question Management. Select and highlight the level or subject that you wish to add a new question to. Select the new question item in the top menu bar to display the question details box as shown. You can then select the question type in the left-hand area and then type in the question as seen, where you can select the font, style and colour that you wish to use as shown. Remember, the system is rich text enabled, meaning that local languages are supported, providing the keyboard is able to support this option. You can then add the relevant tags, which will make it easier to locate questions once inputted into the system. Select the question status as active, unless you are not going to use these questions immediately, and then add the question weight, which is normally set to 1, and set the number of response answer boxes required for this question, which can range from 1 to 20. If you have pictures or videos, the latter online only, select the Pictures and Videos button as shown and select Add Answers at the bottom of the box and enter the text for each answer. Enter either a question weighting or the correct answer to display a tick. Then select the Save button to finish. Each question will need to have the expected learning outcomes added to them. There is the option for 3 levels if required: General, GDC and CDC. The same question may have several learning outcomes against it, all of which are defined by the user. A further option allows you to view the question history of the relevant fields: exam date, exam upload date, etc. Questions can then be exported to other systems if required in a relatively straightforward process as shown. Questions can also be imported from other systems in a CSV or Excel format. Question history. Select the level and subject that you require. To view, add or edit a question, select the Question History option in the top menu bar. To display a screen with details including statistics such as date last used and other statistics as shown relating to each exam. To add history, select the Add History button at the bottom of the box and then enter the relevant information into each of the data entry boxes and save the details. To back up and restore selected subset sections of the question item bank, highlight the level required and select Section Backup. Enter the folder name and details where the information needs to be stored and click Save to export the data. To restore questions, select Question Restore. The system will then ask you to select a section that you would like to import the questions into. Select the level required from the drop-down and click the Import button. Select the Drive and Path folder where the questions are stored and click the Open button to import the data and restore. Third-party imports. Third-party import allows the user to import questions from third-party sources. Select the subject and level required and then select the third-party import option in the menu bar at the top of the screen. Select the directory and folder where the question file is located and then click the Open button to import. To search on specific parameters in the question item bank, first select the main root of the question bank subject and then select the search button at the top of the screen. To display a box that allows you to search on common parameters as shown, such as question text, tags or metadata such as question difficulty, importance or learning outcomes. Once the data is entered, select the Find Now button to display the results and select the section you wish to show results for. Designing question lists. Users can design question lists either manually or automatically. To create a manual question list, select the Manual Question List option in the top bar. Type in the question list name in the small box that appears and select OK. Then select the relevant subject option from the top left-hand screen to display the questions in the top right-hand half of the screen. The system will then ask if you wish to add the selected question to the new list and will then display the chosen question in the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Repeat this procedure for each question you wish to add and then, when finished, click the Save Question List top button at the top of the screen. The Random Question List option allows you to either select a set number of questions, a number of questions from the whole question item bank, or to filter selected sections by criteria you have defined yourself. Firstly, select the sections you wish to include in your question bank, as well as any constraints such as discrimination, deviation, date last used, or learning outcomes. Add the number of questions from each section, which can be a set number of questions overall, or you can filter selected sections by criteria. To filter by criteria, simply select Subject and enter the number of questions you wish to use for each section. Repeat this for all subjects highlighted, and once you are satisfied, you may then add any constraints you wish to use. Constraints include discrimination, facility, deviation, reliability and date last used. You may also include filters relating to the learning outcomes. A further option is to add an equal, greater than or less than criteria. Once you've completed this, select the Generate and Save Random Question List button at the bottom of the box. To randomize the list, select the list required in the bottom left-hand area of the screen and then select the Randomize List button in the top menu bar. The system will ask the user if they wish to proceed. If the user selects yes, as shown, the list will be randomized in a different order to that previously used. Blueprinting. To blueprint a question, select the Blueprinting option at the top of the screen, which displays a graph with the learning outcomes used for that question list, along with their degree of difficulty. For eBall ratings, you can export to TRACS Multitest. Should you be using the TRACS Multitest software option, then you are able to create the master answer sheet with correct answers automatically to that system. To calculate the eBall ratings, allow the examiner to enter the percentage required for each of the question groups. Once the data is entered into the system, it will then calculate the percentage pass mark and pass score for the selected question list. Select the Save button to score the eBall calculations. Export to file. Select Export to File and a Browser Folder option is displayed, which allows users to select the folder in which the list is to be saved. Print question list. This option allows users to generate a question list from printing or to use with the TRACS UK online examination software. You must select the Print Question List from the main menu and then choose to load the question list. The questions are then displayed on the left-hand side of the screen with an image of the question list on the right-hand side of the screen for print. A series of options is displayed above the proof of the question list that allows the user to export, print, refresh, find text and zoom. Users. This option allows you to add and amend users as needed. This is an administrative option only, and to change a user details of their username must be entered. The user type must be specified as either administration or other. If other is selected, the permissions with regards to what the user can access must be defined. You may also edit the details for any user, including changing passwords and deleting users.